going live. So, I think we're connected. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Lucky man, I've got my lovely daughter with me as well tonight. So, I hope you're all well out there, and I hope you're not too bored of being locked in your houses. I'm sure many of you are actually being let out now, yeah?
Yeah, at least over here we're starting to be liberated,
So,
little by little.
yeah. So we're going to have a lesson as we normally do, the same format. So good evening to all of you. Wow, we got huge numbers. Mahesh, Mike, Lolly, Neelam, Lavinia, Can, Andreas, Mock, Lavinia, Count Beauty, good evening, Manu, NC, Victor Gabriel, Andreas. Wow, we got lots of people. So we're going to try the first of the idioms, which will take a moment to come up on your screens, because there's always some lag in this. And so when we can see it here, we'll know everyone's here. Good evening, Fet. Yeah, and
Hi,
good
Mike.
evening, and Lolly. Yeah, we got lots and lots and lots of people. This is brilliant. So let's see. Would you just read the idiom for me, Liz?
An ounce of prevention is better than...
Better than what?
An ounce of prevention is better than...
Yeah, an ounce of prevention is better than what? Ah, this is a difficult one for you, isn't it? So, an ounce of prevention is better than... So, good evening, Neelam. Good evening, Ricardo. Yeah. So, who knows the answer to this? An ounce of prevention is better than... This is talking about being proactive. Yeah? So what goes with this? A pound of cure, Lavinia. I don't believe it. You came in first. Well done. Congratulations. Okay, a pound of cure. Yeah? Maesh, a pound of cure, exactly. Cure, Lolly. That's the idea. Is better than the pound of cure. So, an ounce is better than a pound of cure. Okay, so what does this mean? This means if you spend a little time working on prevention, then you don't have a lot of time resolving a bad problem. That's it, Manu. Okay, so an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Yeah? Act proactively. Act before the problem strikes. Okay? And that's the idea of this. Ounces and pounds are Old English measures. Yeah? So, let's see. Could you read the next one for me? It's not there yet, but go.
Speak plainly so I can understand. Call a...
Yeah, call a... Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you think? What's the answer to this? Speak plainly. Use plain English. Don't use complicated long words like Alex uses in his videos.
A cow.
That's a good idea, but no. NC, yes. Good evening, Boyka. So, a spade. Absolutely NC. Okay, so call a... I want to see if any more of you have got this one. Yes, that's it, NC. Call a spade a spade. There we go, Maesh and Lolly and Fet. Okay, this is the idea. So you call
a spade.
Yeah, call a spade. Whoops. A spade. So what is a spade? A spade is something that you use to dig with, to make a hole in the ground. What would you do with a spade, Lizzie?
Yeah, I guess I would dig a hole, I don't know, to plant some flowers maybe, or...
Yeah, for example, that sounds pretty good. So to call a spade, to speak in plain language, don't use complex words. Yep, a cow is certainly a farming word. So, would you read the next one for me?
Don't be deceived by looks. Don't judge.
So,
What goes next?
yeah, don't be deceived by looks. Don't judge. Okay, Lavinia. A spade is a flat piece of metal with a long handle that you use to dig a hole in the ground. A spade. Good evening, Ermin. Emin, sorry. It's better to say good evening, Emin, than good night. Good night is goodbye. Yeah? So, we seem to have got some answers here. Count Beauty seems to have got this one. So, don't judge a book.
By its cover.
Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover.
Have plenty of answers.
Yeah? So, Kira, that's a good one. Okay, Manu, don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah? Okay.
Yes, but Kira directly said don't judge the cover.
Ah, don't judge the cover. Yeah.
It could make sense, but...
Okay. Won't it be easy to call it a shovel too? Well, a shovel's a shovels and a spade's a spade. They're different. So, don't judge a book by its cover. Absolutely, Lolly. And Fet, a book by its cover. Appearance is the idea. Don't judge a book by its cover. Good Fet. Good Boyka. Good Malish. By appearance. It's appearance, yeah. And... okay, so let's try the next one. Okay, Lavinia's got that one as well. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't look at something and decide exactly what it is without getting to know it better first.
Appearances are deceptive.
Yeah, appearances are deceptive, very definitely. So, I ought to write this. Don't judge a book by its cover. I wrote judge twice, thank you. Okay, so don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, Mahmood, that's good.
Prejudice, yeah.
Yeah, prejudice is a bad thing. So, Hussein, don't judge a book by its cover. So, would you read the next one for me?
People will be dealt with in the order in which they arrive. First...
Yeah. People will be dealt with in the order in which they arrive. First, first, you need 3 more words. Okay, to get answers. So, Govinda, that's pretty good, but you need a D. First come, first served. Yeah. Come, first served. That's great. Jack White, first come, first served. You need the D. Boyka, served. That's it. Okay.
We're said first things first.
First things first means you need to deal with the first thing or the most important thing to begin with. Whereas this, with dealing with people, maybe selling things to people. Yeah? So, first come, first served. Yeah? First come, first served. Life is very much like that sometimes. If you go to the shop and they've sold all the milk, that's because first come, first served. Other people arrived before you. Okay, so let's try the next one then. Could you read it for me?
He never stops talking. You can't get a word.
So, first come, first served with a D. So, he never stops talking. You can't get a word. Yes, first come, first served. Good change. That's the idea. He never stops talking. You can't get a word in. Okay, Jack White, that would do. I'm going to even write the in. Try one more word. At all. Ha. A word in. You need a preposition to come. You can't get a word in. I think he's
correcting.
Yeah.
Can't get a word in could work, right?
Yeah, he never starts walking.
Like the whole thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't get a word in. I mean, can't get a word in works, but
We want the whole thing.
yeah, we want the whole thing. Through. That's a good guess, but no. Okay. I don't think anyone knows this one. In the conversation. Oh, lolly, lolly, lolly.
Okay.
Yes, edgeways. You can't get a word in edgeways. Okay, so edgeways means from the side. Not from the front, not from the back, but from the edge. You can't get a word in edgeways. So it's just impossible to interrupt. Yeah?
I was thinking about a word in between, actually.
You can't get a word in between what she says, I guess, but
Yeah,
I like this phrase, edgeways. Yeah? Don't do it straight, do it edgeways, edge on. You can't get a word, so let's try another one. It's probably like me when I'm talking, you can't get a word in English. Okay, so let's see.
Okay, so the next one. Let's go for the next one.
Yeah, so.
He's always dreaming. He has his head.
Yeah, he's always dreaming. He has his head. So, Lavinia, edgeways, frontways, backways, edgeways, from the edge. Yeah? Okay, so people know this one. So, beauty in the clouds. You need to make it plural. Yeah? So, Ricardo, good in the clouds. Jack White, in the skies. Would you say that, in the skies?
I wouldn't really.
I would say in the clouds, yeah? Okay. He has his head somewhere up in the clouds. That would work, Yahia. Yeah. Okay, not over, in the clouds. We say he never spits. Okay. Is edgeways used? Edgewise? No. Well, I guess you could go edgewise, but in this phrase it's edgeway. He always has his head on his shoulders. If you have your head on the shoulders, you know what you're doing. You're aware of the world around you. So Riffman Siegler, it would be on the pillow, but in the clouds is the phrase we use, as in Manu and Fet. Good evening, Funda. So he always has his day between the clouds, his head in the clouds. He always has his head in the clouds. Yeah, it means he's not on Earth, he's just somewhere else. Okay, and we'll try another one. So, let's see, who's this? Rox, good evening. Nice to have you in class. Okay, this is about me. Always my head is in the clouds, I mean. Okay. So, she is almost dead. She has 1 foot.
She is almost dead. She has 1 foot.
So, tired. In the grave. A foot, not in the hole, in the grave, Rickley. Good day to LA as well. In the grave, Mitra. 1 foot in the grave, exactly. In heaven, in the grave. I'm not sure she's going to heaven yet. So, Gurvinda, definitely. And Jack Walker. Rosanna, Lolly. To the edge of dying, it would be on the edge of dying. Okay, so on the edge of dying. In heaven now, 1 foot in the grave. And that's the phrase that we use. So someone's almost dead. They have 1 foot in the grave. Now the next one, I think, is going to be the last one, and it's quite difficult.
Among only bad options, choice.
So if you,
Choice.
yeah, if you only have bad options, there's no good option. Whose choice is this? This is the name of a person. The apostrophe S tells you something. This one's very specific. You could look this one up afterwards. So, whose choice? She's about to kick the bucket. I like that, Neelam. That's very good. No, the graveyard is the place, and the graveyard, Lavinia. Okay, so a choice among only bad things. You can only, all the choices are bad for you. What do they call that in English? No one's choice. That's a good guess,
Yeah.
Kira, but no.
This one is difficult.
Yeah, you think this one's difficult?
Yeah.
I think this one's difficult. You need the name of a person. It's a surname as well. Second's choice, it's a good guess as well, but no. Between a rock and a hard place, the devil's choice. I like that, Emine. I think that probably works. Yeah. It's not the one I'm looking for. Adam's choice, that's original. So the devil's choice, Shakespeare's choice.
Sophie's choice.
It looks like no one knows this one. The baddest choice.
Okay.
These are all really good. I think I'm going to have to give you the answer. Yeah? Am I going to have to give you the answer to this one?
Okay, somebody's got it.
Andreas, well
Good
done. Hobson's choice. This is a story from the 18th century. You need to look up this phrase, Hobson's choice. A lot of history to it. Okay, so Hobson's choice. Yes, Lavinia, Hobson's choice. When you got Hobson's choice, this is, which would you prefer? A kick in the leg or a punch in the arm? Which would you prefer?
Neither.
Neither. That's Hobson's choice. Hobson's choice. Okay, Hobson, absolutely De Smith. Hooligan's choice. No, it's Hobson's choice. Okay, I think that's probably enough of these for today. And we're now going to do a story. Yeah, the story. So it's story time.
It's my favourite part of any class and every class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the story is called The Pigeon and the Painting. And there are 2 questions.
So why did the pigeon collide with the wall?
And what is the moral to the story? Okay, we still need this to come up, unfortunately. We probably preempted ourselves a bit. So, the pigeon and the painting. Why did the pigeon crash into, kabam, the wall?
And what is the moral to the story?
Exactly. So,
the meaning behind it.
You ready? And would you read for me?
Oh, I start. A pigeon had grown very thirsty, so she flew from place to place looking for some water to drink.
She saw a water jar painted on a wall and thought that it was real and actually full of water. Flew right into the wall in order to take a drink.
The pigeon collided with the wall and was severely injured.
Why did the pigeon collide with the wall, and what's the moral to the story? So we're going to read it again for you now. A pigeon had grown very thirsty, so she flew from place to place looking for some water to drink.
She saw a water jar painted on a wall and thought that it was real and actually full of water. So she flew right into the wall in order to take a drink.
The pigeon collided with the wall and was severely injured. So, let's see.
Bada boomed. That's nice.
Bada boomed, I like it. Because the pigeon is blind. Bada boomed. I love that phrase, Kira. Yeah.
So, pigeon with a P, actually.
Yeah, pigeon with a P, Lavinia. Notice it's in the text.
Okay, that is a typo.
Yeah, it's probably a typo. BMP, yeah.
Well, they kind of, well, it depends on
It's probably
on the keyboard.
it's probably a Russian keyboard.
Got disguised by the water jug of painting.
Okay, so you've understood.
Yeah.
He got confused because he saw a painting of a water jar. So, Lolly, a drink was painted on the wall. Pigeon deceived by the shining. Okay, so let's see. The pigeon was deceived by a picture. Let's see, Mira. It was very thirsty. That's why it collided. Very good, Mira. Or is it Mitra? It's Mitra. Jack. She acted instinctively and with no care. And the moral may be not all that shines is gold. That's very good, Jack.
Yeah, very good.
The Smith. Don't do anything without thinking. Yeah? Nidhal. Illusion. Illusion, yeah. I know her voice is weak. It's because.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I think I'm not speaking up enough. Like, not speaking too loud.
So let's see. Count Beauty. A pigeon was very thirsty and was looking for water. There was a wall with a painted jar with water. So I think there was a wall with a jar with water painted on it. So the pigeon thought it was real and collided into it. That's pretty good, Beauty. Yeah. Things can get worse if we feel desperate. I think that's quite good as a moral. So
the painted jar on the wall tricked the pigeon into believing it was real. And the moral of the story is don't always trust what you see. That's really good.
Okay, well done, Piten. Yeah. The painted jar on the wall tricked the pigeon into believing it was real. This is good English, isn't it?
Very, very good.
So, Lavinia, because the pigeon thought that the water was real, but it was fake water, no A.
Yeah, uncountable.
The pigeon was thirsty. Ovgun, perfect. Boyka, because she was incredibly thirsty and she was cheated by the water jar on the wall, not in the wall, Boyka.
Can we say that she was cheated by the water jar?
She was tricked would be better than treated.
Be a bit better,
yeah.
But still, it's understandable. Like, we can understand it.
And can. Moral is do not act before thinking. That sounds good to me. Appearances can be deceptive. That's great, Ricardo.
Very good.
The pigeon wrongly interpreted. I hate when it jumps.
The painting with the real water jar. The pigeon wrongly interpreted the painting with the real.
So, the pigeon wrongly interpreted the painting of the water jar. Interpreted the painting as a real water jar. Yeah. So, Neelam, the pigeon wrongly interpreted the painting as a real water jar. Kira, the moral is are not capable of distinguishing the real things from the images of real things.
Wow, that's profound.
Yeah, the English is perfect. Manu, the pigeon was thirsty and he saw some water pictured in a painting. Lavinia, the water was only painted, but the pigeon, I think, idiot, and it thought the water was real. Good English, Lavinia. Yeah. Okay. And Mitra, look before you leap. Well done.
Well done.
So he hit the picture. Absolutely, Manu. Don't judge a book by its cover. I like that. The moral is don't judge a book by its cover. Absolutely perfect. Yes, I answered the first. Well done, De Smith. Think before you act. That's good, Mitra. And Beauty. The moral is look before you leap. That's great. Lolly. The pigeon was fooled by the painted water. Here. It was too thirsty to think clearly. That's good English.
And another take on it.
Appearances can be deceptive. That's good, Fet. Nidhal. She collided with the wall because she was mistaken by the picture. So not mistaken. She was tricked by the picture. Manu, moral, don't judge a picture by the water's bar. The water's bar.
Don't really understand
The
that.
but so don't judge a picture by the water jar, I think. Yeah? If you've a picture of a water jar, don't judge it.
Okay.
And De Smith, pigeon, not penguin, pigeon got disguised by the water jug on the painting. The pigeon got tricked by the water jug in the painting. Boyka, moral, think carefully, especially in difficult situations, and don't be too impulsive.
Yeah, very good.
Good evening, Mike Rocker. Don't believe everything you see. Nidhal, the moral, think before you leap. Okay, we normally say look before you leap, but that's fine. Not all that glitters is gold with a G. Maesh, simple. Pigeon mistook the painting for water. That's good. That's good use of mistook. Ricardo, desperation leads to rash actions. I like that word rash. Neelam, appearances may be clandestine. Clandestine, deceptive, tricky. Wanted to quench its thirst. That's good. I like quench. Yes, okay. It's jar, not bar. Jar, exactly.
Yeah.
Abdi, the pigeon was tricked by the virtual painted wall. I guess it's virtual, so that it collided with the wall. Its ambition was to drink some water. The brain of the pigeon is very tiny. Absolutely, Lavinia. Kira, when you're thirsty, not well, then your motivation is compromised. Thanks for skipping me. Keep to the point, Mannequin. Don't confuse appearances with reality. So, let's put this up. And we can read it. Yeah. So, yeah. If it's urgent, take your time. Yes, if it's urgent, take your time. Okay, so, is it up here yet? No, it's not. Okay. So this was very good from all of you, and we're able to read it when it appears, if it appears. Okay, so NC, not all that glitters is gold. Okay, Tom had a recrudescence of the skin infection. He does not know what to do. By the way, the argument culminated in a fist fight. Inordinate amounts of training can be deleterious to your health. That's okay, Mannequin, but it's not to the point. Ricardo, think twice, especially when you are in dire straits. Good one, Ricardo. Kira, the pigeon also saw what she wanted instead of the real thing. Water is uncountable. Exactly, Lavinia. So, let's read.
Okay. A pigeon had grown very thirsty, so she flew from place to place looking for some water to drink.
She saw a water jar painted on a wall and thought that it was real and actually full of water. So she flew right into the wall in order to take a drink.
The pigeon collided wall and was severely injured.
Good. So, Lolly, pigeon. Poor pigeon, Victor.
Yeah. Poor pigeon.
I hate her. Haste can get you injured. And that's good, Govinda. Haste makes waste. Absolutely, Mahesh. And Neelam, take every action with utmost attention. Yeah, do every action with utmost attention, as it may protect you from perilous situations. So true. A pigeon had grown very thirsty. Notice this grow adjective. This grow is like become, a native speaker's lot. So she flew from place to place looking for some water to drink. Easy. She saw a water jar painted on a wall and thought that it was real and actually, in reality, full of water. So she flew right into the wall in order to, with the intention of, to take a... The pigeon collided, boom, to collide, to crash, with the wall and was severely injured. So, He may get better soon, Victor Gabriel. Sometimes appearances could be deceptive, and Ricardo, more haste, less speed. Really like that phrase. So, now we're going to try some easy questions to finish up. So
the first question is, if somebody is in the limelight, what does that mean?
If somebody is in the limelight, what does that mean? Thank you very much, Kira. That's really kind of you.
Wow,
That's the second time you've donated. Okay, so if somebody is in the limelight, what does that mean? What's rub? To rub. So, to rub. To rub. Yeah? Oh, my head hurts. I need to rub it.
Yeah.
So, if somebody is in the limelight, what does that mean? Thank you so much, Kira. So, if somebody is in the limelight, ooh, Victor Gabriel doesn't know this one. So, if somebody is in the limelight, okay, Ricardo, the center of attention. Very good. The mind can't see the reality of life. That's a good answer to the previous one. So, in the spotlight, Ricardo, that works very well. Yeah. The center of attention, good. To gain attention, De Smith, good. To be in the spotlight, NC. Rockabilly rub. I know you're a rockabilly guy, Mike. And so in the lime with an M, in the limelight. It means the center of attention. So coronavirus is in the limelight at the moment. Or maybe the problems in the United States are in the limelight. So, as De Smith said, famous. The attention is on them. That's the idea, Ben. Yeah? So if somebody's in the limelight, they're the center of attention.
Okay, so next question. Name an item of jewellery.
So the next question. Name an item of jewellery. Name an item of jewellery. Yeah. Name an item of jewellery.
Name an item of jewellery.
This one's easy.
Yeah.
Name an item of jewellery. What's lime? Lime is calcium, Lavinia. And they used to burn lime in the theatres or make it radiate to give bright light. Drawing attention, exactly. If something is in the limelight, it's the centre of attention. Attention seeking. Get the attraction of lookers. Absolutely can. Cyanosia. Well done, De Smith. You're reading my things. What does lime mean? A colour. Lime is calcium in this case. Yeah? So, we've got some answers here.
Second question.
To the second question. A ring. Count
Perfect.
Beauty. A necklace. Lolly. Yeah. So, they're having dinner at lunchtime. It depends.
Yeah.
In English, dinner can be both lunch and supper. So, Ruby, Victor Gabriel, absolutely. Ricardo, a ring. What does mean limelight? Limelight is the illumination they used to have in theatres 100 years ago. Yeah, in the past. Okay. Earrings, definitely Nidal. Lavinia, to judge, to decide. So, NC, earrings, good. Kira, a crown.
Okay.
Boyka, a sapphire. Yeah, it's a piece of jewellery, I guess. Lolly, a bracelet. Can, a ring. A judge is the person who sends you to prison, so not really. A necklace, Ben, a bracelet, absolutely. So, Victor Gabriel says a diamond. And, wow, we've got lots and lots and lots.
Earring, necklace, bracelet, diamond.
Yeah. We got lots and lots of good answers here from all of you. Quartz with a Z, I think. So, let's try one more question. Actually, I need to paste this question here first.
No,
oh, it's pasted. It's there. Good. And last question.
So, last question is, name something you can make out of wool. Name something you can make out of wool.
Name something you can make out of wool. Yeah. Lime is calcium, Boyka. The lemon liker. So, name something you can make out of wool. Name something you can make out of wool. Yeah. Name something you can make out of wool.
A pendant.
That's a piece of jewellery, definitely, Kira.
Yeah. Could you make a pendant out of wool? I don't know.
Well, I think it might be
Maybe,
difficult.
yeah.
Name a jumper, Ben.
Good.
A sweater, Maesh. Socks, Count Beauty. Knitted gloves, Piten. That's great. So, you've got the idea of this. Name something you can make out of wool. A blouse, I guess.
Yeah.
A sweater. Victor, gloves. Tom K, a sweater. Boyka, a table. No, you can't make it out of wood. No, this is wool.
Okay. Wool.
WOL, from a sheep. And Ricardo, a pullover. Yahir, a shirt. NC, scarf. Lavinia, out of not wool, but out of wool. The hair of a sheep. Bah!
Yeah.
Yeah? So you make a jersey, for example. No, Boyka, not a chair. A chair's made out of wood, not wool. Okay, a hat, a woolly hat, definitely. NC. Victor Gabriel, stockings. NC, mittens, a scarf, a sweater, a jumper, a jacket. Yeah, that's it, Victor Gabriel, exactly.
Yeah,
a mitten, Ricardo. A bed sheet. Maybe, I guess you could. A hoodie, definitely, Kira. So, yeah, you made a mistake, Lavinia. A coat, Victor Gabriel. Okay, thank you, Stefan. A tie, a wool tie, it works. You can't make a car out of wool, Lavinia. You make a car out of metal. Okay, thank you again, Stefan. So, a blanket, a cold blouse, a skirt, a scarf, wool with an L at the end, not wood, wool. A scarf, a shawl, okay, a quilt by Funda, and a pullover, a quilt, stockings, coat, headscarf, blouse. Okay, my friends, it's time to stop. Thank you very much, all of you, for coming. Stay safe, stay healthy, and look after yourselves.
It was lovely to participate today. Take care, and maybe see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you all soon. So there'll be another